That means like we need to crush alphas, we need to be efficient. What's up, guys? We're kicking off the 2025 season here in Puerto Rico for the Caribbean Open 2025. I am one of the match sponsors for this, which is pretty cool. Puerto Rico is one of my largest belt supporters outside of the continental US. Puerto Rico's a territory. They're still US, we'll call them US, but they're a big supporter of belt, so I want to support them, support these matches. We got an awesome squad. We got some all-star shooters on it. We're gonna have some fun. This is Friday, the day before we start shooting, so we're gonna start by doing some dry fire on stages. We're probably not gonna show all the stages, but we'll show you maybe one or two in my process for walking them and coming up with a stage plan. And then we're gonna get into some shooting. Let's go find a stage. All right, guys, first stage, we're gonna walk through stage 3. The first two are like pretty straightforward, so we want a little bit of juice, a little bit of fat we can chew on. You can't chew on juice. But you know what? Juice is temporary, sauce is forever, so remember that. So we're on stage 3 here. Starting position, standing in front of table with hands touching marks, handgun and carbine loaded, laying flat on table, on its side, top of table, all magazines to be used off of belt. After start signal engaged, targets from within shooting area, 25 rounds, 11 IPSC targets, 3 poppers, best 2 on paper. TPPR rule book, which is basically like USPSA rules. It's like slightly different here because like kind of IPSC, kind of USPSA. 25 rounds is telling me that there is going to be a reload somewhere near it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the start position. And then we're gonna start walking to different areas and seeing how we want to attack this stage. So starting positions here, I'm assuming hands are gonna be on marks, gun's gonna be on this dot. More than likely, our first target is probably going to be bang bang. First target right in front of us right here. And then my body wants to go this way. If I'm here, grab the gun, bang bang, and I'm turning. We have this target right here, but we also have the option to take it from the other side. So we're gonna just leave it and see. We're gonna come to this position here. We have 4 targets that can only be taken from this position, I believe. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're stuck in this corner and we gotta move out of this. We have to go to that side. We also have to come back to this corner for these 2 targets. So we've got 2 back here, 1, 2. Let's see what this side looks like. Essentially, I'm just getting a feel of the stage to see where all the targets are. And how far we have to go. So we got 2 here on the move coming forward. Gun stays up. We have a hard cover, and we've got that steel there again. And we're probably like 3 yards closer on this steel, if that matters. I'm not sure yet. But so we have to figure out how this is gonna flow the best, especially starting at this table. So let's try another one where we shoot here. I'm gonna run to this side here first. Boom, 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 boom. This is just a little bit more natural coming to this corner rather than running from all the way up there. So we're at 6. We could run up here, get the gun ready, come to a stop. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Come this way and reload. There are rules here we can leave. Or no, we can't leave the shooting area for this range. If we can, we're gonna come this way. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. Now, if we can't leave, we are going to have to go around the world and come all the way around. So it's the same thing where we leave the table, come to these 2 targets, run up, bing, bing, bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bing, bop, bop. Now I'm gonna have to run with my gun pointed in a safe direction all the way around this way. Break this wall, can't see me, but I'm gonna reload right here. Bop, 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 bop. bop, 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 bop. I think no matter what, this first area of position is gonna be the same. Target, come to here, bop, 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 bop. It just makes sense to flow forward. I like this part of the stage, this area. If we can cut across, it's no big deal. If we have to go all the way around, it's kind of a B. That's a lot of wasted time. This is probably gonna be a pretty low hit factor stage. Maybe like a 5. It's my rough estimate, but if it's a 5, that means like we need to crush alphas. We need to be efficient. Lower the hit factor, the more points you need, basically. There's this like sweet spot number that Eric Raffel taught me in his class where it's like 7.5 hit factor as far as like the percentage of Charlies you want. We should be shooting for about like 10% Charlies is what your accuracy should be. So if we have 25 shots, like we can have like 2 Charlies on this whole stage at pace to have like a top score. Now you can alter that though, where like, you know, if you're pushing your speed, you can have a little bit more, whatever it is, but generally speaking, this is going to be to get to position, plant, get your shots, confirm your sights, press that trigger, and just crush as many alphas as you can. So the only one I'm really gonna be point shooting at is this first one here because it's like point blank range. So it's just grab, ba bow, as fast as I can go. Gonna come here, a little bit of confirmation, pop, 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 real fast transitions in between. We'll rock and roll. We'll just try to, maybe on the way to some other stages, we can ask if we can leave the shooting area. Because if we can leave, we are eliminating a huge amount of steps on this. But yeah, rough stage breakdown. Read the description, find your starting position, get to all the areas, figure out where you can see all the different targets, and then just attack from there and figure out what's gonna be most efficient for your skill. And keep in mind, there could be like different stage plans, especially when you go to matches and people are arguing back and forth. Just do whatever stage plan you feel comfortable executing. I like to do smooth brain stage plans. Might not be the most efficient, but it's like what I can remember where like, if there is some sort of hiccup, I can just push through that, keep going, and then having like some contingencies as well. All right, stage 18, another walkthrough. This one's going to be a little short, sweet one. But we figure we still talk about it. Standing, feet at marks. Gun's gonna start loaded on the table, all mags on belt. We have 10 IPSC targets, 1 popper, 21 rounds total. And we're just gonna talk through what this might look like. So, feet start back here, gun starts on table. When I first started shooting, I would wanna do this thing where I'd like grab my gun and continue my momentum moving forward, but that's not necessarily the most efficient way to do it. Because you have to come back. So I want to try to minimize coming up range because you're going to run slower, and having to like turn your body usually is like 1 to 2 seconds depending on your athleticism and how tight the stage is confined. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start back here. I'm going to run forward, grab my gun, come right back to this corner, boom, 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 boom. Immediately start shooting. Transition to the right, target's open. As I'm transitioning over and swinging my gun, I'm looking at a specific spot on the target. So as soon as my dot settles, boom, boom, I'm settled into position, no shoot, boom, boom. Now I can just start moving forward. It's 21 rounds, so this would be a place to reload if you want to reload. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. Like if you have the space, you might as well, because I've got about like 2 to 3 steps after I'm from here. 1, 2, 3 is probably when I would start shooting this next target on the right. So we will probably smack a reload in here. I've got 24, I've 25 in the gun. So I have 4 extra shot. Maybe I won't reload. I don't know. This is great. We can do whatever we want. But okay, let's just say I do reload. So I reload. Then I'm going to start indexing on this target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that steel. So just from this position right here, like 1 step forward, 1 step left, I have 7 shots. So we have open, 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 steel. Now I'm going to transition to this open one on the left while advancing that way, or towards the left. So open, 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 pit, lean, steel, bang, bang as I'm moving, getting into position to line me up with the one behind this wall, open, open. That way, when you're going through it, if, let's stand like back there, and you'll just see it's gonna flow really well, where it's just like one fluid motion, where again, smooth brain plans and easy execution. So gun, boom, 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 reload, boom, 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 bing, bop, 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 done. And that way it's just one big C for Constantine. But it just flows. I choked a little bit on my little zinner, but it just flows all the way around. The targets present themselves. There's no like choppy movements or anything like that. It's just easy, good presentations, and all I gotta do is remember my grip, my vision, that trigger press. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You'll do good on the stage. The only question is, will you do the best on the stage? Boom, day one, Caribbean Open. We got an all-star squad here, okay? Look at this. We got Nils' wife, Jessica. I'm sure you guys probably don't recognize this guy right here.
There's Jessica, and then there's also Nick.
Oh, and Nick.
That's who we're following. And
That's
we are just color commentary.
Yes,
right? So
that's
Hunter
it.
and I, we're gonna go around here all the way from stage 7, which is our stage 1, all the way to stage 6, which
and
is stage 20.
Canik stage. No, wait, no, this is
Canik
Hunter's
stage
Gold.
is next
Nice
door.
one. Okay.
Canik is basically the title sponsor of the event, so there'll be a bunch of Canik everywhere.
And Hunter Constantine.
Yes, this is great. You got a mic,
Yeah.
and I've got your mic at the same time. This is
We can
money.
share it.
I
And
love
like,
this shit.
honestly, on my hat, it's like perfect mouth level. Let's see who else we got. We got JJ here. He's okay.
Yes.
Can you bow for us? We got Justine. She's shooting a really long pistol. And then her sister Jaleese is back there. She's shooting World War II. And Nick Evans too. Look at that. Your hammer's back, dude. Oh, got him.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Oh,
Unload. Show me clear. If clear. Dame down host. 15-17.
lots of Charlies. First stage, felt a little shaky. Couple makeup shots. I felt like I was like 2-3 seconds off pace. Nonetheless, we got pretty decent hits. We finished with 3 Charlies, and we got a bunch of mud in the mag. So we're gonna unload this, scrub it, load it back up, and we'll get ready for the next stage. We've got 11 other shooters we're gonna see shoot now. So we'll see how everybody starts cold, even though it's pretty warm.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Stage 2, we still got to warm up. We got to hone in the focus a little bit. Time was good, smooth run, controlled hits, except for one target on the transition in position 3. And I shot before I had confirmation on my second shot and threw a mic. Unfortunate, but that is how it goes. We have 10 stages today though. It's a marathon and we're just gonna keep on pushing through. Hopefully I start warming up a little bit, and these next stages we are going to absolutely just hone in, seeing my sights, pulling the trigger where I need to, and rock and roll.
We love Puerto Rico.
Third stage recap. I went poop and I shot better. That's the whole thing. Feel a little bit more aggressive. I reviewed the other stages on my phone, realized I was shooting like a little bitch. And so I turned up the speed a little bit. Hits were pretty much the same. Time was better. A couple makeups on steel. Didn't hurt anything, but we did absolutely.
That was a hell of a run right there.
You had a hell of a run. He doesn't even have a dot on his gun, and he still raw timed me. But this is Nils. Nils is.
I'm running iron sights, okay, because it reduces the amount of reciprocating mass, increasing the cycling speed of the gun, better follow-up shots, reduced overall weight, so the transitions are faster target to target, as well as the draw.
That's pretty good. Canik man. That is the reason Canik is what it is today. No other reason other than Nils. Look how tall he is. Look, he's taking a picture. He's so skinny, you can't even see him behind that wooden post. Good stage. Little bobbles on what my opinion is the hardest target of this stage, which is the little tiny knockdown steel on the right side. Reload was good. One makeup on another knockdown plate. Just a little more confirmation on those steel. Other than that, shooting was good. Only a few Charlies, and we're rocking and rolling, keeping that hit factor really high and cruising through it. So good stage, keeping this momentum going.
Stand by.
Little quick stage on this one. Felt pretty good on the grip. We shot 3 Charlies on that one, and 3 of them were in the back.
One, two, three. Up to puppy. Yay! Stand by.
All right, so stage 6, post lunch, had food, and then we had to wait for like 40 minutes, which I hate because like you start to cool down a little bit. JJ and I were debating the stage plan, whether you split the needle for a double stack or take it once you advance past the wall. We ended up being a tenth different in our times. I sneaked a little bit better time on them, but then Jonathan, who's also shooting limited optics, got a half second on the shooting JJ's plan. So what this tells you is whatever, like the stage plans are pretty similar, it's just whatever you can execute better. And so for a short course like this, not a lot of positions, some movement, your stage plan is it's like half a dozen to 6. Doesn't really matter. It's just whatever you can execute. But it's good. Still a solid score. I think it was like a 90. Oh man, I'm trying to do math. Probably like a 94, 95% of whatever Jonathan's hit factor was, which I'll absolutely take. We're just looking to try to stay 90% and above on every stage consistently, and that will probably pay off well for us. Check in on the next stage.
Holster. Range is cleared.
I fell. When I was running throughout, I was like, damn, I'm like, my positioning's good. My feet is good. I'm not slipping too much in the mud. I got one Charlie the whole stage. And then coming to that last position, I just went where I was loading in, this leg coming in, and then just went right out from under me. Landed right on my back and kept my muzzle safe, but my feet were out of the shooting position, so they're debating how many procedurals I'm getting right now. But definitely gonna hurt the points a little bit on this one. And yeah, just a little bit of mud, but I think it's time for a little lipper and keep moving on to the next one. But main thing is we stayed safe. The muzzle stayed in a safe direction, and everything's okay. I just gotta clean my gun, get all the mud out of my holster. It's like gritty. Yeah, I think we got some good. Oh yeah, there's some blood. So that's pretty good. I think we might just take the shirt off. It's mud, I swear. Anyways, we talked to the RM. There was a sentence in the rule book that it basically stated if both feet are outside of the shooting area, it's a procedural per shot if deemed advantageous to the shooter. And I would argue that it absolutely was not, because I was on my ass, I'm covered in mud, and my ears came off, and I hesitated on the targets. So we made a compromise, because my feet technically were out of the shooting area, which is not allowed for this like IPSC-ish USPSA match. So I got 1 procedural instead of 4 procedurals. That's why it's always important to read the rules, know the rules, and understand the exact language of what the rule is, because in USPSA it's different, in IPSC it's different, and this club has its own rule book. So knowing what that rule was and talking with some of the squad mates about it, there was something about a significant advantage. So they wanted to give me 4 procedurals, which significantly brought down my hit factor to like 60% stage overall. And then I was arguing no procedurals at all because it wasn't advantageous. We compromised with 1 procedural. So I ended up with like a 4 hit factor. High hit factor is about a 5 right now. So even with that fall, we still managed to pull an 80% out, which is pretty good for completely beefing it. Yeah, this was definitely I lost some points for sure. 25 points, or 25 shots, times 5, 125 points. I lost about 20 something points on this stage, give or take. So maybe 25 points, depending if there's a higher one. Here's Nils, let's go watch him. Woo! I think we might just take the shirt off. Second to last stage, we decided to do it for the boys. Shirts coming off, guns out, sun's out now. We entered the splash zone on that stage. We pulled a very strong hit factor, only 2 Charlies. Nice and controlled, very cautious about my feet placement. You could see with the amount of puddles kicking up, I was very planted with my feet. Planted, you know? Next we got Chrono, so they're gonna make sure that my gun and ammo is legal for the match. And we'll film that whole process so you can see what that looks like. But yeah, we have 1 more stage for today, and then we get to go eat some food.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Stage 5, absolutely hammered it. All alphas, good pace, 1 for 1 on steel. That's what we like to see for shooting. I think actually taking my shirt off allowed me to move more efficiently throughout the stage so I could focus on the shooting even better. So feeling good. We got 1 more stage left today. We are staying in the fight. Okay. Pretty excited to see how John and I are trading stages today. He's also shooting limited optics on the squad. And so we've been going back and forth and see if we can pull something out. But that was good time, good hits, good points, rocking and rolling. Last stage of the day, did pretty well. We hung in there 5 Charlies, a little bit more than I wanted. I had this like weird fear that I was gonna drop my mag when I picked up the gun again, since it happened on the stage that I fell on. So I was really cautious picking the gun up. Then I started confirming a lot on the targets, but we got into that steel right through. And then I almost went to reload and realized that I didn't need to. So I almost started a reload, brought my hand back, and then brought it back up to the gun and finished shooting. Good timing, swinger was right there for me. Started losing my sight a little bit at the end, so I pulled some Charlies on those targets, but like, is what it is, it happens. We're done with day one. We just did 10 stages in one day, covered in mud, a little bit of blood, and yeah, we'll do a recap a little bit later off the range. Day one has been completed. All of the mud has been washed off of me. We're showered, we're clean, we feel good. The long day of shooting. We got to the range. I think our first shots were at 8 a.m. and our last shots were at 3:45 p.m. So we had almost 8 hours of shooting on the range today, 10 stages. Kind of going a little up and down on the stages just as far as focus and execution. Scores aren't posted yet, so I don't have any idea where I'm standing right now. But yeah, we had a handful of really great stages where we connected with that gun. A lot of good points, good execution on positions. Then we had some where the positioning didn't quite work out as well as I wanted to. But nonetheless, it was a great day. It's a super fun match. I love that it is a 2-day match with 20 stages. So it's a nice, big, chunky, thick match. It makes it a lot more digestible when traveling to a foreign land to go shoot, because it's not like you're showing up 6 stages, 8 stages, whatever. We get 20 stages over 2 days, and there's a shoot off at the end of the match, which I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And the lodging here just goes absolutely crazy. We're in the middle of the jungle, as you guys can see. Huge pool and spa and all this stuff. We're at like a hacienda that was built probably like 30 years ago or something, but it's definitely like 90s ballin'. And next year, I think we try to get the entire squad at this place. There's 10 rooms here. There's a helipad, like we said earlier. So it's just pretty cool. It's good vibes, good people. Everyone's just super chilling. And we're gonna go get some authentic Puerto Rican food tonight. Get some grilled meats, some rice and beans, that type of stuff. And yeah, we're gonna crush it tomorrow. 10 more stages and just hammering through. So we'll see who are battling it out for limited optics. There's a guy, Jonathan, on our squad. He's Miami SWAT, absolute savage with his gun. And then Trayvon Barber's shot out. He's out here shooting limited optics. And Billy Barton. Billy Barton, fucking Bill Drill, man. Super fast splits, shooting a Zev. So I think those are going to be kind of like the other people I'm watching out for as far as scores go. And we'll see how well their match went today. Because I know how my match went. And you guys know how my match went. And in a little bit, because this is a video and not a full day later, you'll see how I finish in like 15 minutes or like 20 minutes. But for me, I gotta wait a whole day. That sucks.
Stand by.
We forgot to do the stage briefs on the last 2 stages. Hold on, JJ shooting. Woo! Yeah, that was nice. Anyways, first 2 stages of the day. Day 2, morning, about 8 a.m. Nice controllable pace. I was about 1.5 seconds off pace what I needed to do. Really solid hits on it. Came to this stage, we increased the speed a little bit, and we increased the speed a little bit. Hits were about the same. So according to the scores that were shot yesterday, I got an 85% on the first stage. I got 89% on this stage. So we're just staying consistent. You know, you don't need a bunch of stage wins to win a match. All you need is consistent scores across the board. So even with me falling yesterday, now, and it could be reset, keep in mind there's other shooters coming through, still an 84% with the stage that I fell on as of right now. So it could change, but given that all that stuff happened, we're still sitting pretty good. Projected third place right now on practice score, but we'll see what happens by the end of the day. Boom. All right, so that was stage 19 that we just shot. I was looking at scores. Someone shot an 11 with 29 on it, so I was like, we really got to push the speed. Justine with her PCC did like 11.98. Nils did like 12 something. So I was like, I gotta pick up the speed. We got a 12.70 on it for time, and I picked up, I think it was 3 or 4 Charlies. It was at 84% as the scores stand right now. We're just staying consistent. Jess, you want to say something? Come here. Come here. Come here. Get back here. All right. How do you feel about the strong hand stage that you just shot? They don't know this yet because they haven't seen the stage yet.
Oh, so the nice big poppers, which is great. It's not terribly difficult, but it does require a little bit of discipline.
Yes. Did you have the discipline?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Get out. I had a delta off the swinger that I couldn't call, so I threw another delta, which I did call, so I was good.
Delta for a delta, great makeup shot.
Thanks.
Yep. Should be pretty fun. Nils just did something cool. Where'd he go? He's trying to steal your mags and stuff. He shot production, so he has 15 plus 1, and this is a 16 round stage.
Right.
So he has 1 makeup shot?
No.
Or no.
So when
it's all used?
How many rounds is this?
It's 16 rounds.
Yeah, so he had 1 pickup on the steel.
1 pickup on the steel. And no reload.
No, so when he does stuff like this, when he draws with his strong hand, he also draws a magazine and he holds the magazine to his chest so that if he has to do a reload, it's just like that.
Oh, gamer move. Is this the first gamer tip of the match?
Right.
Oh, cool. This is Nils' wife, by the way. Her name's Jessica. Don't get on her bad side.
Fair.
Yeah, and she probably shoots better than you watching this.
This has been fun.
Super
We
fun.
should never
All right,
do
whatever, dude. Strong hand is one of my strong suits. I had my dot basically the whole time. I had to wait on 1 swinger, so the timing was a little bit off on one of my splits on the first swinger I engaged. And the second one, I got 2 shots and then I had to wait for another presentation. There's just a little bit more recoil you have to deal with because you only got 1 hand to work with. And one little tip I always do, like in practice, if I go through a drill, I've got like 4 or 5 rounds left in a mag or something like that, I will, I'll do a couple strong hand reps or something like that, or choose the hardest target in the array that I'm practicing with, and just get some strong hand in. So I'm constantly practicing it rather than like before a major being like, oh, I gotta do these drill strong hand. It's just like, just take a few spare rounds after your drill, shoot some strong hand. It becomes really comfortable. I kind of pinch with my thumb on the grip to try to do that horseshoe bend like from the grip video. But either way, good stage. We're gonna keep this momentum going. Sunshine and rain, joy and pain. There actually wasn't really much pain on this last stage. We shot pretty good, only 3 Charlies on it. Pacing just seems a little bit slow today compared to the times I shot yesterday. Not sure what's that about. Still a couple seconds off, but again, we're just hanging in there. We're just being consistent. My besides that 99, the rest of the stages are all within like 5% of each other based on the scores posted. So really just trying to focus on the sights, call my shots, get good hits. And I'm not really like pushing that hard. The ground is extremely muddy, and we all know what happened yesterday. So trying to avoid eating shit a second time and causing a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, which is actually caused by my big fat ass. So avoiding earthquakes today and just making sure my feet are planted and stomping and romping and good. We got lunch, 5 more stages, and we'll see how the match ends.
Stand by.
All right, Hunter, that run looked pretty good. What do you think?
I think it was only pretty good.
So what let you down is actually the same thing that let me down, is a little lack of patience at the very end on that last piece of steel.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, I was excited that I was cruising through the stage, and I was thinking in my head, oh, I got 2 alphas here. I got 2 alphas here. That was a good split. Banged that steel, moving to the last position. And then I'm thinking about all these things as I'm engaging the steel.
Yeah.
So what had happened was I lost focus on my last shot, and I hit the first steel going, sick, I'm gonna hit the second one. And you know what didn't happen? I didn't hit it until my 3rd shot. And that is, I feel like a common thing in these stages, once you start shooting a lot, is like, your mind is like already shutting off with the stage.
Right.
As you're firing your last shot.
So I think that's a common problem for shooters in general, and it's funny to hear you say that because I did the exact same thing. My match has been kind of up and down. Like I feel like I'm recalibrating what my speed should be. So I'm almost relearning where I feel like I should be at. And on this stage, I'm like, oh wow, if I just aim the gun and grip it and press the trigger straight back, like I hit exactly where I want to hit. And I'm thinking that exact thing as I'm shooting that last piece of steel, and I have 2 or 3 hiccups just like you did. So I completely understand, and that's definitely something that we both need to work on.
Absolutely. So that, it's valuable time, and like, as the scores are posted right now, my run was a 96% for limited optics, and I am in dire need of about like 30 match points to hold on to the division. And the guy who I'm competing against has the stage win on this stage. So I think I had 3 makeup shots total on this stage, which is about a second.
And they were all on that last target.
So if, I was just focused and shot, then, it would have been like a second faster, would have had high hit factor. Everybody.
You know, enough of that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? He's gonna perform the last 4 stages.
Something like that.
We have 4 stages left. He's just gonna point the gun at the target, press the trigger straight back, hit the target in the middle where he wants it to go, and whatever happens, happens.
Consistency is key. So we're just gonna ride this fucking lightning all the way through, and see how we end up on the match. But more importantly, there's a shoot off at the end, and that's where we're gonna shine.
That's where the fun's at. Heck yeah.
Guys, we're here with the world famous JJ Kaza.
Hi.
So what'd you think of the run?
Pretty damn good. Looked and sounded real smooth.
He didn't watch it. Full disclaimer, this isn't racist. Hello, this is John. You from Puerto Rico? I'm just kidding.
Quick.
John Quick.
Yes.
He is very quick. He's fast on the gun when he's shooting. You got a little CZ action.
Yes, sir.
It's a pretty gun. What do you think about this stage?
This stage was fun. So in this stage, we have to have the accuracy. But in my run, I just lose no shoot. I just saw it and I go bang with.
He had to
cover.
start to unload his gun
Yep.
and put the mag back in, reestablished his grip, and took another shot.
It was crazy, yeah.
I
But
mean-
I saw it.
What's that?
I saw it. I saw.
Oh,
my
you
gun
saw
shoot.
it?
Yeah, I saw.
No, you're
my
saying
gun
you
shoot.
saw it like eye or something.
Yeah, I saw my shot.
Yeah.
I saw
You
my
soy
shot.
sauce?
Yeah.
But it was a very fast recovery.
Yes.
And that's one thing that's very interesting, especially once you start getting to higher levels of shooting, is like you are aware of what's going on the stage. And I'm doing more gamer math on day 2 because I have the score and data from the previous day. So for this stage, limited optics, I'm not sure what it was for production optics, but a Charlie cost 0.26 of a second, or like a quarter second basically per Charlie. I shot it about just under a second faster, and I had a couple Charlies.
Yes.
So I still ended up grabbing the stage win for limited optics on this. Everything just flowed together. Our eyes are warmed up, our hands are warmed up, trigger press is warmed up. Everything's just crushing. Shots are where they're going, and we just made it through. I don't remember if I had any bobbles or not. I just kind of blacked out and shot the stage, but it's been good. We got 2 more to go. We got the biggest points of the match on the next bay over with this awkward W.
Let's do this.
And then we just have like a little guy after that.
Yes.
Sweet.
Go for it.
Stand by!
I stole this golf cart. This is mine now. Keep it. So this is one of the densest stages of the match at 150 points, 30 shots total. We had a sporty run on this one. Super clean shooting, super in control. Again, just shooting my pace, shooting my sights, and just hoping for the best. There was the left activator popper has been giving people trouble, where I hit it, didn't activate, I had to re-engage it, and then wait on the paper. So I burned a little bit of time there. Raw time on this stage was about 2 seconds faster than mine.
Range master, por favor, hablen con los arrows para que en la medida que vayan terminando con la última escuadra, le avisen a Max para que Max lo visite y recoja las tabletas.
Put the wrong train. So anyways, we got through it, didn't affect the rest of the stage, just shot really controlled, getting into position, and just grabbing those alphas, because this is just a points game. I haven't really been doing anything spectacular today, but it's been really consistent. All the stages, for the most part, are between like 88 and like 95%, just all day long, which is typically a Formula 4 success. And so we got one short little banger stage left to go, and that's going to be the match. It's 20 stages in 2 days. So rocking and a rolling, shooting and a scooting. I had to flex on mechanics with my Smith & Wesson. Just kidding, I didn't even win that stage, but it was very competitive. We needed to sneak the Charlie into the Alpha, which I didn't do. But it's still roughly a 97% for limited optics. 8:42, super aggressive time, like a half second behind Justine with her PCC, who shot the middle position on the move. Feeling good today, super duper consistent. Just started to feel connected to the gun after lunch and a little bit before. So that's what it's all about, is just being consistent, shooting your own pace, your executable pace, and knowing like what you can get away with. I didn't really push that hard today. I just wanted to see what the results would be if I shoot what I know how to shoot and just make it happen. Justine, get in here. Justine Williams! She has like 89 national titles or something like that. How many national titles do you have?
It's over 30 now.
Over 30. World titles yet?
Yeah, I have a few. I think I have like 3.
3, don't even know. She's a G. I would say, and other female PCC shooters, you can fight me in the comments, but I think Justine's the best female PCC shooter.
Aww.
On her way to becoming, I mean, you're just one of the best PCC shooters, period, regardless of gender.
Thank you.
And it's very cool to watch her just shred with the thing. It actually makes me want to shoot PCC.
PCC's fun. You should try it.
When Justine, we got some stages, you've seen her shoot already, but when you're snapping your gun in and out, it is so efficient. She's got deadly splits.
Yeah. Gotta be fast, or you'll be last.
Yeah, and you got Worlds this year too.
Yeah. Yep.
So that 3 might turn into foe. If you are still here, you are a champion, because this was a long, thick, juicy video of the Caribbean Open. It's 20 stages. We got to see some fantastic shooters shooting. And what a great match to start the season off. Love traveling for matches. Love getting to see some friends from around the country, especially in a new place. Overall, the match went really well. Got a lot of belt supporters in Puerto Rico, like we said before, and I'm here to support you guys as well with the public belt bounty. There's a couple weeks left to sign up. If you go to ConstantineMostWanted.com, you can sign up and enter to participate for an all expenses paid trip to Tucson, Arizona to come to the range to shoot with your boy, one other lucky subscriber, and win $1,000 cash. It's my way of giving back to the people this year. So go ahead, check that out. You guys literally sticking around for this whole video, maybe even dropping a comment, allows this channel to grow and do cool things like the public belt bounty where I'm giving cash to you guys. But this match, bittersweet ending to it. We finished 3rd place in limited optics and 1st place masterclass for my classification and 8th overall for the match. So this is what these trophies reflect. This is 1st place master. This one is 3rd place limited optics. Shout out to Ashton Hammond, who absolutely dominated everybody in the match. He's a big old Florida boy with a 900 horsepower wagon, which is pretty cool. But the best part about this trip is this little guy right here. This is Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a sweet boy. Ronaldo came home with us on the plane. He took a liking to your boy, and so I got a cat carrier, and I just took him home. And now we're here, and we just took him to the vet, and he's healthy all the way through. Blood work's good, no fleas, no nothing. He's just a good boy, and he's going to be our new shop cat and mascot. So shout out to Ronaldo. If you guys buy belts and shirts and stuff, I'll buy Ronaldo treats because he deserves it. He lived a hard life in the jungle, and now he gets a super plush life in this shop / my house / yard / anywhere we want to take him. He likes car rides, he likes M&Ps, but more importantly, he likes belts. And so this is probably the coolest trophy of the whole match, was this little guy. But some things learned in the match: definitely bug spray. Bug spray's good. Working on your balance is good because I fell. Gun ran great. Ammo was good. But just getting used to the climates you're shooting in, because we got lit up. Hunter behind the camera got like 117 bug bites on his legs wearing shorts. I've got some where I itched them like literally raw. We were like bleeding, and the guys there were like, "Yeah, you gotta wear pants." And it was just like little gnats on the range. It wasn't even skeeters or anything like that. But it's a cool little town, good restaurants, good people, good food, good times. But honestly, I'm like pretty distracted about this intro because this cat's just like too awesome. I mean, look at him. He's just chill. What a good boy. So yeah, that has been the Caribbean Open. And I actually had more talking points, but I forgot what they were because I was like too excited about bringing this cat out of the camera. So thank you guys for sticking around. Check out Constantine Most Wanted. Check out concealed carry belt, support the channel, support Ronaldo, buy some treats. Dude, maybe I should make like a P.O. box so people can send Ronaldo treats. I know other YouTubers do that. So, yeah guys, thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you on the next video.